Hi, everybody. Trying to get some lights going on here. Hi, Maggie. I still have not figured out. I have all these little lights attached, and is it clear for you? Can you see me okay? I'm trying. I have like 3 lights going on. Yep. Okay, good. The one light I have right in my face. All right. Hi, everybody. How are you guys? We're going to be talking graphgans today. I'm going to be working with a 4mm crochet hook. And we're doing a very easy one today. Let me see if I can find the chart. It's just a little heart. It is the same on both sides, so there's not a right or wrong side on this one. I just want to teach you, get you started with the general basics of them. And then we can do absolutely, I'm dropping everything. Then we can definitely dive into more detailed ones, but you definitely need to get basics before you dive into real hard ones. So it is corner to corner. And the one thing I suggest that you guys do is bobbins. All I did was I have craft sticks here at home. So I just used craft sticks, popsicle sticks, whatever you want to call them. And my graphgan is 2 colors. You can make the heart. I did one on a live on another platform, and I did the blue. It turned out really cute. But I want to show you the basics. So on this graphgan, and remember, they always start in the corners. So you go up, and then when your color starts, one white is going to go this direction, and another, thank you. I love it too. It's pretty. And another white's going to go this direction. So you need 2 bobbins of white because of that. When you're working on the heart itself, it stays in one color. So you technically need only 1 bobbin of the heart because there's no separation. That's why you need. So I did actually 3 bobbins of white in case I run out. I have a spare to quick grab. And then I have my pink. But the pattern is saying I get up to row 9 before we start adding color. So I'm going to show you how we get started on, it's a corner to corner, okay? But I'm going to show you how to do it. And if you guys have any questions until we get up to row 9, this is a great time to ask me some questions. If there's patterns or stitches that you want to know about, we can keep a list. We can do them. We're trying to get back. I missed last week's live. I was pretty sick. So we're trying to get back into our normal routine. So if there's something that you guys want to see, let us know. I will happily make a little list. I do have a pen here, so I'll mark it down, okay? And if you could, guys, give us a nice little thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. And a follow and subscribe. So this graphgan is done in double crochet. So to start a graphgan, or corner to corner, a graphgan is a corner to corner. We start with a chain of 6. And you don't have to use a 4mm. You can use whatever size hook that works for you, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. And if you're joining me from the TikTok live a little earlier, thank you for joining me here today. I appreciate it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we got our chain of 6. You go down to your 4th chain. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to put a double crochet right in there. And then you put a double crochet in the 5th chain. And then you put one in the 6th chain. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining us. I'm Ronnie. I have Maggie on here. We are from Whip and Chain. Thank you for joining us. This is your first cluster of your corner to corner graphgan. Okay. So you're going to turn it. You're on chain 6 again because we're increasing. This is telling us increasing. So you'll keep increasing until your pattern will tell you to decrease. Okay. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Go down to your 4th chain and put in a double crochet. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. If you guys could give us a thumbs up and a subscription, we greatly appreciate that. I am Ronnie and Maggie's on here. We're with Whip and Chain. Thank you guys. All right, so I did a double crochet in the 4th chain, 5th chain, and one in the 6th. So now you want to go into your chain area. Hi. And you slip stitch. Okay. Chain 3, 1, 2, and 3. So now in this gap, only put in 2 double crochets. Only 2. Excuse me. I don't think my cold's completely left me. And then put your last double crochet in the chain. That will anchor it and keep your project more straight. You don't have to if you don't want to, but it does help. So that's row 2. So we turn and we're still increasing, and we have to finish up increasing to row 9. So again, we'll chain our 6, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Where's everybody from? I would love to hear. 1, 2, 3. Go down to the 4th chain. What are you working on? You working on any patterns that you want to share? We're double crocheting in the 4th chain, the 5th chain, and the 6th. Welcome. Thank you for joining us tonight, guys. We're getting back on track on our Thursdays, and hopefully, depending on our schedules, we'll see you on Sunday too. But I have to talk to Maggie. We have to figure out our schedule. So we're doing our chain 3 and 3 double crochets in the center. You're working on not freezing your butt off. Yes, I had 3 dogs to walk today. I couldn't feel my fingers. I even had gloves on, and I was layered. It was tough. And then slip stitch into that chain on your last one. Do your chain 3. Do 2 more double crochets. And remember to do your last double crochet in that chain to keep that edge straight. Right there. Okay. So yes, this is a graphgan, but this is a basic corner to corner. So if you have questions also regarding just corner to corner, you're more than happy to ask. It's a great time. I think it's supposed to go down to -1 tomorrow, Maggie. Tomorrow night. Chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I know. 1, 2. You know what? I love the snow. I'm glad we got the snow, but I'm good for the year now. We don't need any more snow. I think we're good. My son killed his back doing all that shoveling. Whew. I mean, I did a tiny bit, but he did, I'd say, 85, 90% of it. So when you're working on the center ones here, guys, You don't have to slip into any chain because you're working in the center. So we're just doing our normal. And like I said, you can use a different size hook if you want. It won't go away. I know. I know. I have to work Saturday and it's going to be cold. Corner to corner, guys, just grows so fast. It is a wonderful, actually very beginner friendly pattern that you can learn. And you can shape the product any way. You can make a scarf, you can make blankets, you can make throw. You can do a lot with a corner to corner. They're a lot of fun. Welcome, anybody new? Thank you for joining us. If you could give us a thumbs up and a subscription, we'd greatly appreciate it. Having fun, having fun. Anybody here working on any graphgans or corner to corners? I would love to hear what you're doing. I'm turning. We got 4. We need to get up to 9. We're getting there. I am not what you would call a fast crocheter, never have been. 3, 4, 5, 6. And like I said, every time you do that chain, no new projects. Isn't your moss stitch done yet? Are you still working on that? I actually got requests to do on lives on another platform to do, not done yet. People want to see the star stitch, the waffle stitch, and you ever hear of a bubble stitch? I have to check that one out. I corrected her and she said, no, it's called the bubble. So I have to check it out. 1, 2. Waffle is a good one. Yeah. A lot of people love the waffle. They'll make baby blankets with it and all. Welcome everybody. Thank you for Nope, I questioned that. That was the first thing that I thought of, and she said no. So I said, honestly, I think that's a new one. Haven't heard that one. So I'm going to have to definitely research it. I wrote it down exactly how she spelled it. So I definitely want to check into that. Maybe there's a new pattern I haven't learned yet. That would be wonderful. I finished a tutorial on those fingerless gloves. I don't know if you saw that. That's downloaded. Free to check out, Maggie. That one gave me a run for my money. Whew. It was fun now. So guys, we have over 650 tutorials out there. I've been doing so much research on doing the tutorials for teaching you how to read crochet patterns. I thought that was going to be, I would not say, yeah, okay. I don't want to say I thought it was going to be easy, but it's a lot harder than what I thought, and I want to make sure I do it right. So I am making sure I'm taking my time working on those videos. All you see is Bobble. Okay, that's what I questioned her on that, and so I got her name. I'll talk to her later. All right, so we're at 5. Welcome, welcome everybody. I'm Ronnie here with Maggie. We're whipping chain. Thank you for coming in. If you guys could hit that thumbs up and subscription, we greatly appreciate it. We are working on a corner to corner graphgan. I'm at the very beginning. The first 9 rows are just white, so the first 9 rows are kind of boring. Okay, all right, you know what? Maybe that's what she, okay. But I haven't done the waffle stitch in years, so I got to re-familiarize myself with the stitch count. I don't even remember the stitch count on that, so I got to sit and have a little fun with that. Did you notice, guys, the chainless start is becoming very popular now? I did a video on that 2 years ago. And I taught people tonight on my other live, they caught on to the magic ring, magic circle, whatever you want to call it. I'm very excited that I was able to help some people with that tonight. That was also a lot of fun. I have a couple left-handers talking to me. I do not crochet left-handed. Oh, that's a great idea. Ooh. So you would just carry it along. That's a good idea. I have to think about that one. Definitely have to think about that one. Welcome. Thank you for joining us, guys. Why don't you tell us where you're from? Did you guys get hit with the snowstorm that we had? The storm that was supposed to happen Sunday is definitely missing us, and I'm okay with that. My driveway still looks like a icy little mess. Welcome, welcome. We're working on a corner-to-corner graphgan, but like I said, we have to get up to the 9th row before we start adding this brilliant pink that I picked for this one. I'm Ronnie here with Maggie. We are whip and chain. Yellow and orange. Oh, okay. Yep. All right. Maybe do the yellow as a recessed. No, the orange is recessed. That way you can carry the yellow. I have to play around with it. Like I said, it's been a long time. Make sure you do your last stitch in the chain to lock it in. 3, 4, 6, 3 more rows. We're getting there, guys. Welcome, everybody joining in. I would love to hear from you. Where are you guys from? What are you working on? I am Ronnie here with Maggie. And if you could give us some thumbs up and some subscriptions, we'd really appreciate it. 1, 2. Working with 2 colors, Maggie, is not that hard. So that might be actually a really good thought. Welcome, welcome. Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining us tonight. We do appreciate it. Two, 3. This is all double crochet. You could do this in half double if you wanted. This would work fine in that stitch too. I am working on a graphgan. Let me get the heart. I am teaching you guys the basics. I'm trying to find it. There it is, right in front of me. It's a graphgan heart, and it will look like this one here. But I'm just doing it in pink. And what you can do, these squares measure not, well, if you block it, they would be 10 by 10. Oh, you posted it on Facebook? And you can join these together, make a blanket. Like if you wanted, you can make all the hearts different colors. It's wonderful. Thank you for joining us tonight. I really appreciate it. If you guys could give us a thumbs up, I'd appreciate that too. Maggie, are you saying you posted the gloves? And 3. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Yes, this is crochet. Oh, you posted a live. Thank you, Maggie. Thank you. Thank you. So we have to get through the 9th row, and then we will start adding the pink into it, which will be a lot of fun. It's a very brilliant pink. Yep, you can definitely learn to crochet. Absolutely. Thank you for the double tap. Really appreciate that. That really does help us a lot, guys. So when I was on my last live, my one dog decided she wanted to bark through most of the live. We are making a heart graphgan. Isn't that pretty? I'm just doing it in a different color. We're definitely not going to get it all done tonight in one setting, but I want to definitely show you guys the ins and outs. Oh, you like it? Thank you. The ins and outs on how you handle your color changes. And if you want, I can, on the next live, we can definitely finish it up if you guys are interested. Whatever you guys want to learn is what we'll try to work on. But everybody gets scared when they see something like that, but it's actually, it's once you understand it, it's a lot of fun. I split my yarn. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us tonight. We appreciate it. I am Ronnie here with Maggie. Two, three, four, five, six, seven. Two more rows. And then you guys are going to get to see some pink in here. I was going to have this pre-started, but I wanted you guys to make sure you understood how to start these. That's why I didn't have one pre-made to the 9th row. And every time you chain that 6, thank you for the hearts, guys. That means a lot. Every time you chain that 6, that is a definite increase. Okay? Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. So I'm just having some fun here. It's been a fun day with all the crocheting I get to do. Taught people the basics of granny squares again. Granny squares seem to be very popular. People are loving making granny squares, doing lots of different color combinations and such. Very nice. And these little bobbins, they run out. You can just refill them. These are a lot better than when you use a full skein of yarn to work on graphgans. It does make it difficult when you're turning your project. That's why the bobbins do come into play a little easier. So just something to think about. And these graphgans, I don't know if you've ever searched them, but they can get very detailed and have tons and tons of bobbins on them. It's crazy cool. Got to have a lot of patience, and you got to have a really good chart that you're following so you understand it, and keep that chart marked for where you're at on the project. Like I said, this one is the same on both sides. That's why we not really focusing on telling you about the wrong side versus the right side. This is the basics on how to add yarn, how to change yarn colors, how to do your increasing. And if we get to decreasing tonight, I will show you that. Just depends how far we get with our time. And that's why I had, look at this bobbin's almost out. That's why I had an extra bobbin on the ready for me in case that one runs out. Hi, everybody. If you guys could give us a nice thumbs up and a subscription, we would greatly appreciate it. And I think I have one more row after this. And then we can actually start following the pattern. Yep, row 10 starts. everything. 2 and 3. And just a reminder, remember to do your last double crochet in the chain on the ends. Yep, one more. How's everybody doing? Guys, tell us where you're from. We're in Pennsylvania here. 5 and 6. Very cold. We are like the Arctic right here right now. I never thought I'd be happy to see temperatures in the 20s. Going out in single digit temperatures is very cold. Has anybody done any graphgans or corner to corners that's following, watching now? I would love to hear about them. See how good these little bobbins work out? They work out really nice. Not you? Not you what, Maggie? You're not happy to see 20 degrees? With the temperatures we have been having, I'm happy to see 20. My temperature blankets are actually coming along good. I think I have to do the last 4 days, but either tomorrow night or Saturday, I'm gonna do the next stage of the 12 the star for people. Actually, I might as well wait to the end of the month. That way I can just do that last batch. Oh, no graphgans. I have some people really asking about it, so I think a lot of people are following it, which is makes me so excited to see theirs. I can't wait. Actually, I didn't write down my mood for the last 2 days for my mood one, so I got to get on that one. One thing I learned, the yarn that I'm using, that zero thread for, snow days, rain days, wet days, there's not a lot on there. It goes really fast, especially on the curved temperature blanket. And with all the wet weather we've been having lately, been using it a lot. So far, yeah, I'm keeping up on it, but we're only in January. Let's see how the year progresses for me. I have 3 of them going, so I can't let them get behind. Yep. Very wet. And I'm doing my one in North Forks. I have to forget it. It's North Dakota. I picked that place because it was cold. I like cold states. And it's snowing there a lot, like almost every day. You guys getting excited to see the pink come on? Sometimes I wish I crocheted faster, but I think slower is good, especially when people are watching and they're trying to learn. So that helps. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining us tonight. I am Ronnie here with Maggie with Whip and Chain. All right. So now the way you know what row you're on is very simple. You count your blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's row 9 completed. So we're working on row 10. So row 10 here tells me, let me get my yarn over here. Row 10 tells me 2 white blocks, 6 pink, Could have done here for the cold. 2 white, 6 pink, and 2 white. And all this is increasing until it tells us otherwise. So we're still increasing, so we have to do our 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then do our normal double crochet. So this is one block. Okay. Now we go to our next block. It says 2 white. So we do our normal next block, chain 3. Okay. Now we need to do 6 pink. So you drop your white. Your white stays behind you. Okay. Always. The working yarn will stay behind you. Now we're going to pick up the pink. It's a bright pink, isn't it? Do not do a slip knot. You're just going to put your hook in your next block and you're going to drape it over. You pull it through and through, just like you would with the white, but now it's just pink. I'm tugging on the white. Put your tail in front of you. Tails in front, working yarn in the back. Okay. So we do our chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. Now we work the block. So when we do this block, though, you want to go over all the tail and the full block, okay? So you go in here, go over the tail. We're going to do the block. 1, 2, and 3. Now it's saying 6 pink. So I have a long tail here, okay? So we actually can take this tail up because we need to do 6 of them. You can actually carry the tail up to the next block if you want your tail secured in. So we just do our next block. And as you can see, I'm just crocheting over the tail. 1, 2, and 3. All right. And then that is secure. You can just cut that tail. And now you don't have to worry about it. So we have to do 6 blocks. Okay. So we did 2. Working on the 3rd. 3. This is all double crochet. Welcome, everybody. I am Ronnie here with Maggie. We are Whip and Chain. Thank you for joining us. I'll let more yarn out. Graphgans do go slower. Just so you know, if you plan on doing one, they do go slower, and that's okay. And for this one right now, all we will be having is 3 bobbins going. I figured this was a good starter one to show you how to do it, especially, on live video. So I don't have, bobbins going in 20 different directions. But you got to keep count of your blocks. 3, 4, 5. And 6 here. And then after I do the 6th one, it's saying 2 white. Hello, everybody. Guys, if you could give us a thumbs up and a subscription, we'd greatly appreciate it. 2, and 3. So now we have to introduce, I don't like that one. That one looks like it's fallen off. Our white. Okay. We have to have 2 blocks of white. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go through, working yarn stays in the back. You just drape it over, pull it through and through. And I'm going to tighten up my pink yarn a little bit. I'm going to find my tail. Bring your tail forward. And we're going to do our chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. Then we're going to do our 3 double crochet. And remember, I'm crocheting over this tail. Keep your yarn snug. And because my tail's long enough and I have another white block to do, I am going to just carry that along with me. It helps secure it. That's all it does. 1, 2, and 3. And do our 2 double crochets. Welcome everybody. I'm Ronnie here with Maggie. We are whip and chain and we're doing a heart graphgan. If you guys could give us a thumbs up and a follow, we'd greatly appreciate it. And then again, lock in your last stitch in the chain. And you can cut your tail. And what's nice about doing it this way, you will have a lot less tails to weave in. Okay, so now here comes the tricky part. We got to flip. So your bobbin's got to go with you. So this bobbin goes on this side. This bobbin goes on that side. And then make sure you take your working yarn and all your working yarn goes to the back. Okay? That's very important, guys. So now we are on row 11. Row 11 is calling for 3 white, 6 pink, and 2 white. All right? So 3 white. So we're going to chain our 6 because it's still increasing. 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to go right down. And again, this is our increasing. Every time you chain your 6, you're increasing your width. Okay? So 3 white, that was 1 block. We're going to go to the second block. And 3. The one bad thing about graphgans, if you do make a mistake with the color, if you put the wrong color in, frogging them back is not fun. Absolutely is not fun. It's a necessary evil, but I'm going to let you know I've had to do it and it's not fun. So take your time, recheck your counts. Don't be bothered by having to look at your stuff a couple times to make sure your counts are right. So we did our 3 blocks of white. Hi. Oh, yep. Thanks, Maggie. So now we're going to switch over to our pink. So I'm going to go in here and go through and through. And we're going to drop our white working yarn in the back. So now we're going to do 6 pink. So we're going to do 3. So graphgans are definitely not as scary as what you think they are. Once you understand the basics of them and you understand the basics of corner to corner, These are a lot of fun. And there's a lot of programs out there that if you want to do a certain picture, it'll help you design it, believe it or not. Really cool. If I was a little more computer savvy, I would probably be able to do some of the designs I'm looking to do for graphgans, but I'm not as computer savvy as like my son-in-law, my son. So again, it's saying 6, 2, and 3. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for joining us, everybody. And 3. Where's everybody from? I would love to hear from you guys. What are you guys working on? Anything? Anything fun? Since it's so cold out and we're stuck inside, it's good to start some new projects for. This is 5. And my 6th one. Hello, thank you for joining us. And then after the 6th one, it's asking me to do 2 white. So I'm dropping the pink. Hi, Kelly from Iowa. Were you on my live earlier tonight? You started a corner blanket last night for the first time. They are fun, aren't they? They are a lot of fun. And what's nice is you get to determine so many different things as you're crocheting. It's nice. Thank you for talking to us. What color are you making yours? What color is your blanket? Two and 3. I'm glad I have a extra white one. Look at that. Yarn goes fast, doesn't it, guys? So I'm going to quick attach my new yarn to this new bobbin. It's a good knot. That's why it's always good to have a spare bobbin. I make baby blankets for charity, so I'm using Lion brand Mandela Baby. I love that yarn. Absolutely love that yarn. I bought it on a whim a while ago, and I love it. It's a great yarn. It's nice to make blankets for charity, isn't it? So now we're doing our second one. So again, remember when you're doing corner to corner, guys, you do the 2 stitches in the chain 3 area, but when you're on the end, do your last double crochet in the chain. You're going to thank yourself for it later. Do it right in the chain. It will keep everything anchored. Okay. So that is row 11. So then we turn. And like I said, your bobbins have to turn with you guys. All right. So row 12 is 2 white, 7 pink. So let's do 2 white. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. One, two, three, 4. Have you been making baby blankets for a long time for charity? Or is this your first time? Oh, you just started corner to corner, but have you been making blankets for a while? So that's 2 white here. 1, 2, and 3. Welcome, everybody. I'm so excited that you're here with us. I am Ronnie here with Maggie, and we're doing a hard graphgan. And if you could give us a thumbs up and a subscription, we greatly appreciate it. So we're going to drop the white. We're going to pick up the pink because it wants us to do 7 of them. And remember, tug on that. I am now very intrigued by what you're doing with color. Color work scares me, though. I have been making baby. Okay, you don't need to be scared on this. Honest to goodness, it's not scary. It's actually fun. It is. So we're going to chain. We want a little more yarn because we need to do 7 blocks of these. Once you understand how to change your color, it's great. It's really not that bad. Hello, I'm almost finished my temperature blanket for the year I was born. I'm from New York, Bronx. This blanket has taken me over 9 months. That's wonderful. If you want to join us on Facebook and share, I would love to see it. I would love to see it. Oh, you should be so proud. A lot of people will start temperature blankets and not finish them. A lot of people. So again, we want 7 pink. Making sure you're going over those colors, okay? That is an accomplishment. You should be very, very proud. Yes, I completely agree. What's nice about crocheting, you can put your own spin on anything that you're making. Oh, Maggie, I was not pointing you out. I've started many temperature blankets over the years and never finished them. These ones we're doing this year, I am extremely determined that I am going to be finishing them all. All 3. I have 3 actually it's 2 temperature and 1 mood one going on. The mood one is a 12-point star. The other temperature is a 12-point star. And then the other one is a curved temperature blanket that goes off daylight hours. So very excited about all them. But I'm sure Maggie would be too. I would love to see it. Join us and share your projects. We love seeing everybody's projects. 3. It's been a wonderful night chatting with everybody. Time goes by fast on here. It really does. 4. I'd rather have people giving me ideas of what they want to see than me trying to guess what they'll want to see. That's why I like when people say, hey, I want you to show me how to do this or show me how to do that. That makes me happy. I said, you make my job very easy. And if you wanted, you could do half this heart in one color and change it to another color. There's no rule. You can change things around as much as you'd like. You were a knitter for 10 years, but once I tried crochet, I was hooked. I never knitted. Is it true knitting goes slower? I don't know how to knit. Never even, no, I don't think I've ever tried it. I've seen people do it. Never tried it. And I'm assuming it's the same yarn, right? It's just a different technique. Yeah, she was hooked. And then it's calling for 3 white. So I'm going to drop my pink, then pull up my white. I get sidetracked because I work in a hospital and there's always 1 or 2 nurses that are expecting, and I end up making baby blankets and stop work on the temperature. Yeah. Knitting. Yeah, I understand that. I understand that feeling very much. Knitting is much slower. Okay, you absolutely love the creativity with crochet. Yes, crochet has a very wide spectrum of things that you can do. There's projects going out right now that I'm seeing people are doing different things with. Hi, Sherry. With slip stitching, double slip stitching, treble slip stitching. I'm in the process of trying to figure all that out. It's really cool, some of these designs that people are making. It's incredibly talented people. And when I see something new, man, I have to try it. Kelly, what's your favorite stitch so far in crochet? Do you have a favorite? Favorite pattern? Favorite stitch? I'm kind of hooked on, I like the moss stitch a lot. I really do. So we're doing 3 blocks of the white. 1, 2, and 3. Here's my third. Again, remember to lock in your last double crochet on the edge. I know I'm repeating myself, but you will thank me for that. Okay, row 12 is done. We're on row 13. So again, we flip and all our bobbins go with us. And then when you pick up your project, keep your working yarn in the back. Okay, so now it's telling me 4 white. I'm going to unravel some yarn for that. I've been making a Gentleman Tea Shells blanket pattern for the, okay, very nice. Mosaic, beautiful. Love mosaic. Absolutely love it. Are you going to do it? 3, 4, 5, and 6. I tell people, always challenge yourself. Excuse me. I said, always challenge yourself. You won't know what you're capable of doing unless you try it. Maggie, you're scared of it? Really? So we need 4 white. So do you know how to do the mosaic? Or you have to work up to it? Maggie, I've seen what you can make. You could do it in a heartbeat. Absolutely. Do something small first. That'd be fun. My goodness. I've been burning through the heater with the oil with this cold temperature. It's crazy. Guys, I want to say thank you for joining us tonight. I'm enjoying chatting with you. Guys, thanks for chatting with us. Maggie's on here, and I'm Ronnie. We're with Whip and Chain. And if you could give us a thumbs up and a subscription, we greatly appreciate it. And I'm going to throw it out there. If there's something that you want to see us do in our lives that you need help on or want to see, please message us, mark it here in the chat session, and I'll be more than happy to write it down and we can do that. I have no problem doing the lives and helping you guys out if you want to see a special stitch or something, or if you're struggling on a pattern or whatever, let me know. As long as it's crochet, I don't know knitting, let me know. The pattern looks so complicated, but she has a YouTube tutorial. The one thing I have learned. Yep, that is correct. You know, people will look at things and say, "Oh my goodness, how did you?" Sometimes you dive into it. It's not as complicated as you think. So now we need 7 pink. And you get that determination when you want to do it. You just do it. 2 and 3. Let me release some pink for me here. So we're doing 7 pink. Do you learn better with the YouTube tutorials than reading patterns? Do you know how to read patterns? I had to self-teach myself to read patterns. I was determined to understand them. The bad thing about people writing patterns, there's no one standard. Everybody writes a little different with their patterns. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Maggie and I are Whip and Chain, and we're doing a heart graphgan. You have a good outlook on crocheting. That's wonderful. 4. Are you a fast crocheter, Kelly, or no? Video tutorials? That's a good place to start. The easier patterns, yep. You can definitely work yourself up to them. And sometimes some people will look at a pattern and see, I need a drink of water, I'm sorry. They'll see that the pattern is a lot of a lot of writing, a lot of instructions. But believe it or not, a lot of it is just repetition. It's repeating itself. And also you could do this this pattern in 4, 5, 6 in cotton yarn and make it as a hot pad. Just a thought. It's a great, I'm sorry for my voice, guys. It's a great Valentine's Day gift for somebody if you wanted. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 2 white. So I'm going to drop the pink, bring up the white. Up UK terms. Yep. I was looking at a pattern where they kept saying double crochet, and it was in UK, it's actually a single crochet. Crochet. I agree with that, Kelly. Absolutely agree with that statement. I have massive arthritis too. I don't know if you can see the bumps in my hands, but I'm not going to let that slow me down. I take over-the-counter medicine for it to cut down on the discomfort, and I just keep plugging along. Welcome, welcome, everybody that's new. I am Ronnie here with Maggie. We are Whip and Chain. If you could give us a thumbs up and a follow, we'd greatly appreciate it. So I'm doing my last block of row 13. Oh, thank you for the hearts. Oh, yeah, I know, Maggie. You're funny. Okay. So here is the start of it. And when it's all done, it's going to look like that. So we're done. I think as long as Maggie's available. Where did you get your thumb guard? Oh, you need one? Kelly, these are, it helps gripping and everything. Amazon. If you want, if you leave a comment on any of our YouTube videos, or if you join our Facebook page, I can give you the link, direct link to it right on Amazon. They're really cheap. I think like $8 or $9 are cheap, and it's a whole box of them. I have these things floating around the house everywhere. And the other good thing about these is if you're doing, if you have very rough hands from the winter, and you know how if your hands are rough, it'll get stuck to the yarn. It'll prevent that. These things are amazing. I love them. But does anybody have any questions on this before I let you go for the night? I can't believe how fast our time has went. And I am losing my voice. So if you guys want to see any special stitches, let me see, hold on. I might have the box right near me. Hold on. $20 pieces gel finger cots, silicone finger protectors. I don't know if you can see that. That's exactly. Gotcha. Good. Yep. And they come in like little bags like this. They're wonderful. Best thing I ever did. It was nice meeting you. I really appreciate you chatting with us as much as you did tonight. I'm going to continue on this on our next live for people that have missed some of it. But if there's something you want to see, or you're struggling on something, let me know. We'll work on it together. I'll get you through. Maggie and I will help you get there. Have a wonderful night. I will try to remember to post, or Maggie will, when we'll be on again. And if you're still here with us, come join us on Facebook. And please, guys, it helps us a lot to hit that subscribe button. Okay. Guys, have a wonderful night. Stay safe. Good night.